Hey YouTube! So now it is time for part 4 of my Throughout the Years series, which is grade 2. And I actually have a lot of memories of grade 2. Grade 2 was a pretty good year. Ooh, I was still in French immersion. My teacher was Madame Marin, and I remember a lot of people didn't like her, and I thought she was best kind. I had no problems with her. A lot of people didn't like her though. This is like my big memory of grade 2. We would have, that was the year we were like really getting into like addition and subtraction, like harder than just like 1 + 1 is 2, like really getting into like the nitty gritty of addition and subtraction. And I remember we played this game, and I don't know if we played it like, I feel like in my memory we played it every day, but we probably played it once a week. And it was, we would get into teams of like 5, and our classroom floor was like these like square tiles. And we would, there was like an area at the back of the classroom that was kind of like, there weren't any desks there, and there wasn't, it was just kind of open. So we would each stand on a square tile. There'd be 5 people on a team, so it'd be 1 team at a time. We'd stand like side by side, like all 5 of us, each on our own square tile. And the teacher would say a math problem, either addition or subtraction. You had to do it in your head. And the first person to get the right answer could take a step forward. So it was like we were all aligned like this, and then 1 person would step forward. So there'd be 1 person would be ahead, and 4 people would be back here. And then she'd do another one, another addition or subtraction, and then the first person to get it would move forward. So if it was the same person, they'd be forward 2. If it was another person, there'd be 2 people forward and 3 people back. Anyway, and I think it was the first person to get 5 right. Like, didn't have to be like 5 in a row, just 5 right. So you get 5 steps forward, would like win for their team. I think there were 4 or 5 teams that would go like each one after the other. And then there'd be a winner from each team. And then I think all the winners, like the winners from each team would go against each other, and then whoever won that would be like the winner of the class. She had like a whiteboard or something where she would write down like each week like who won, and like I don't know if there were points or something, and if I don't remember how it worked, but who won. And I remember that year until like March or April, I was the only person in the class who like won overall for the class. I was so good at like mental math, addition and subtraction when I was in grade 2. Oh, I remember in grade 2. I remember this. Every Monday, our teacher, we would sit in a circle in the classroom, and our teacher would ask us what we did over the weekend, and we just had to like, I went to this place, or I saw this person, or I did that. Every single weekend, I went to my cottage. So every single Monday, I had to be like, I went to my cottage this weekend, and the teacher would be like, yeah, I know. And then I'm pretty sure at some point someone thought I was lying, because I always had the same answer, but I always went to my cottage. And then I think there was like 1 weekend where something was happening, like one of my parents had to work, or someone was getting married, or something like really big was happening. I don't, whatever it was. Something really big was happening, and we had to stay home for the weekend. And I came in on Monday and I was like, guess what I did this weekend? Everyone was like, you went to your cottage. And I was like, no, suckers. And I got to tell the story, and they were like, maybe she's not lying. Anyway, yeah, it was, I distinctly remember their teacher being like, okay, tell a story tell a story of something that happened at your cottage. Don't just tell us that you went to your cottage, because it's like the same thing every week. Oh, I remember my birthday party that year. Okay, my birthday, like I said, is in January. So I always wanted to have like a really fun birthday, but I was like, you can't do anything outside because it's so cold. So that year, my mom rented out this like farm, I guess it is. Like, did they do like birthday party rentals or something? I don't really know. And she rented it out for my birthday. So we went there, and it was like the middle of January, like snow everywhere. And we were like inside, we had cake, I remember the cake. I don't know if we had other food or anything. Anyway, and then they had toboggans. So they let us go tobogganing because they had this like hill. So I had to go tobogganing for my birthday. And like me and all my like friends, like that was fine. And I think my mom won. And I think my mom's friend, no, my friend's mom, like one of my friends who was there, her mom came as well to like help my mom's chaperone. So like her and my mom were kind of like, going down the hill being all like, whatever. And then my grandma was there, because like I said, my grandma lived in the same town that I did, so her and I, like, we were really close. I saw her a lot. So she came to my birthday party, and I remember her tobogganing down the hill, and I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Like, my 70-something-year-old grandmother just tobogganing down the hill. I thought it was awesome. Oh, speaking of grandparents, grade 7 was the year my grandpa died. He had Alzheimer's, and so it was like, we knew it was coming. He died in October 97. So yeah, that's when I was in grade 2. And I mean, because he had Alzheimer's, like it got to the point where he didn't even know who I was after a while. And so it was kind of like, the person who I was saying goodbye to wasn't him. It was a very unfortunate version of him, because that's what Alzheimer's does to you. So I kind of already said goodbye to like the grandpa that I knew and remembered, because once he stopped remembering me, it was kind of like you're not the person I know. And I was really young, so I didn't really fully understand anything. We used to go skiing. We used to cross country ski. I learned how to downhill ski when I was 10. But we used to cross country ski because at my cottage, like in the winter, you could just like go out on the lake and just like ski for as long as you want, and there were some trails and stuff. So we were like really big cross country skiing family, and we used to go like in January. We used to say it was for my birthday, but it totally wasn't. It was just a really good time to go skiing. But we used to go like after my birthday in January. We'd go to Quebec. We'd drive like 5 or 6 hours and stay at these like random places and like ski on abandoned railway tracks, like just cross country ski all day. Which now I'm like, how could I have cross country skied all day? But like, it was fun. I remember it being a lot of fun. And like, we always had so many snacks. And I remember, I don't know how old I was when this happened. We were in Vermont. This probably didn't happen in grade 2, but I'm gonna tell it now anyway, because I already did the other videos. And how old was I? I'd have to ask my mom. I don't remember what year we went to Vermont. But we went to Vermont to go cross-country skiing. And one day we were going, and I was just in a bad mood. We were going on a trail I didn't want to go on because it was too long and it was too hard, and I was little. And I just did not want to go, and I was just, bad news bears was me. And my parents went ahead of me, and like, I feel like I was really far behind them, but like I knew, like, I could see them and they could see me, so it wasn't that bad. And I had the movie, okay, I was really, really obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, just like really obsessed with them. And they had a movie, they have a movie, but it's called The Case of the Christmas Caper, and it's like a little Christmas like mystery movie type of thing. I had that entire movie memorized, like all the songs, all the dialogue, the half-hour movie. I had the whole thing memorized. And we were in Vermont skiing, and I was just in such a bad mood, I just recited that whole movie. That's just what I did while we skied, because I just did not want to be skiing, and I was like, I can't think about skiing, I have to think about something else. So I recited the whole movie. The whole thing. That's just what I did. Yep. I don't know how old I was. I'd have to ask my mom how old I was, or what year we went to Vermont to go skiing, because I don't remember. It was definitely before grade 2 though. And I remember one year we went to New Hampshire to go skiing, and it was so warm we ended up going to the beach in our snowsuits. I mean, it was like January or February, so we like obviously weren't like in our bathing suits swimming, but we couldn't ski because it was so warm. I told a lot of stories of things that I don't think actually happened in grade 2, but that's what I remember. So you know what? Whatever, I'm not gonna edit it out. That's just the way it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.